Hey guys, welcome to another edition of the Starke HomeFit workouts. This one is going to be a little 20-minute AMRAP. I shouldn't say little. It's going to be a 20-minute AMRAP called Breaking the Habit.
I'm breaking the habits tonight.
So if you've been sitting around doing nothing, you're struggling to get moving, now's your chance to break the habit. So this 20-minute AMRAP is going to start off with 20 alternating devil snatch. So you're going to need either one dumbbell or one kettlebell for this. So you're going to go from the ground, you're going to have the dumbbell in one hand, you're going to drop all the way down, chest to ground. From there, you're going to pop those feet forward and snatch that dumbbell up overhead. You can switch on the way down, so switching on the fly is okay with this. It's going to go into the other hand, you're going to drop down, go into that burpee, and basically pop yourself up, snatch that dumbbell up overhead again. So you are going to be moving laterally a bit, so a little bit of side-to-side action while you're doing these devil snatches. We came up with them last year sometime. They've been in some workouts here and there, and if you only have like one dumbbell or one kettlebell, great movement to be able to work on. It's a good full body movement. It's going to use your legs, your core, your shoulders. Everything gets working with this. So make sure that when you're doing this, back stays nice and flat when you're pulling from the ground. We always want to make sure shoulders are higher than the hips so you're not hinged right over, using that lower back to get that dumbbell up off the ground. Use your legs. Your second movement is going to be alternating lunges. So you're going to clean that dumbbell up to the shoulder. Not a huge fan of like turning it up and just like letting it sit on your shoulder. Really like try to work, get that elbow underneath the wrist. So with this, you're going to clean that dumbbell up to the shoulder, and from there you're going to do 10 alternating lunges with the dumbbell on one side. You're going to clean it up onto the other side, and then 10 alternating lunges on that other side. Really make sure those shoulders stay over top of the hips. We're going to step back, make sure you got a 90-degree angle in that front leg, so just behind the front knee, and then same thing on that back leg. If you can get the back knee touching the ground each and every rep, that would be ideal. 20 push-ups is your following movement. So if you've got chest to ground push-ups and you can bang those out, awesome. If you need to make it a little bit more manageable for that number of repetitions, you could either go to like the first or the second step coming out of your basement or going up to a second floor or something like that, just to bring the ground up a little, make it a little bit higher, make it a little bit more manageable. You don't want to be breaking this up every 2 reps because it's that much of a challenge. So I would say if you have to break it up into like 3 or 4 sets max, that would be ideal. So you could use maybe a coffee table or a chair or something like that, as long as it's a stable surface that's not going to like slide out from under you. Following your push-ups is going to be your dumbbell front squats. So you're going to clean that dumbbell up to the shoulder, get your hand out. You can use that for a bit of a counterbalance if you need. And then from there you can go into 10 squats with that dumbbell on one side. Switch sides so it's on the other shoulder. You're going to do 10 squats with that dumbbell on the other side. And then from there you'll drop that dumbbell down. If you can get full depth in your squats, use that full depth, use that full range of motion. If not, do the best you can. If you got a target that you can aim for and try to hit for each and every rep, that's not a bad idea as well. Last up is going to be 50 double unders. So if you've got double unders, if you've got the ceiling height, if you've got the rope, and if you've got the double unders, use double unders. If you don't, you can do single unders with your rope, so 75 reps for single unders if you're going to choose that option, or 30 toe taps. If you don't have a skipping rope and you want to use like toe taps to a bottom step or something like that, you can definitely do that. That's still going to keep you moving, that's still going to get the heart rate up, but the number for that is going to be 30 reps. I'm getting a phone call. I don't know who that's from. Once you've completed all those movements, you get to go back to the start for your second round. Ideally, you want to get as many rounds and reps as possible in that 20 minutes. Hopefully you're going to enjoy this workout. I'm going to hit this right away and find out what it feels like.